Hello, welcome to my channel Conscious Growing. I'm Matthias, and in today's video I want to talk about being in the present moment. And this is very important when you are on your recovery path from chronic pains, from anxiety, from all thoughts of chronic symptoms. Then this is for you. Um, and first of all, I want to say I don't want to reinvent the wheel, but because we heard so many times from spiritual teachers to be in the present moment, to be in the now, and there's lots of content, and it's all true what they are saying, what they are sharing. But when you are on the recovery path and when you are retraining your limbic brain, it's a very challenging period of time because we need lots of patience, we need lots of repetition, we need lots of self-compassion on this path, and in best case we have some support and or in other words to have people around who went this path, and there are lots of good people on YouTube, and so there is hope and there is content to get better, and there are ways shown how to get better and how to get out of this illness. And today I just want to tackle this aspect of being in the present moment and why is it so important. And sometimes this can be a real burden because just imagine you have lots of pain constantly, and you are in this anxiety mode for quite a while already, and it's really not easy to be in this state of presence. And what I find really important is that there is no need to be present all the time, and especially when you have been in it for a while now and all your thoughts were ruminating about the way how to get out of it and find ways how to get out of it, and this really occupies us, I would say, because the brain is always in gear to find a solution, and because it is in gear all the time, it can't find the solution because the solution is on the other side. And on the other side, I mean, is to don't react and let things happen, let symptoms be there. And I made lots of videos about it. But today I just want to say that it's important to be in the moment. And I mean very simple things. Just imagine you are in the fight or flight state. And when you are in this state, everything you do it with more alertness, hyper alertness. And then everything is stress. Even the most simple things in life become a stressor. And you always have the feeling you are somebody is behind you, the tiger or the bear or whatever. It is what you experience in your system right now. And we have talking about the responses, and it's very important to learn new responses. And something that's really important too is to be in the present moment. And I would say it's really important to see it, don't see it black and white. It's just like whenever you find moments where you can be more present, that's a win already. And I want to share a simple example. For example, your daily shower. Because you might be under the shower and your thoughts already are in the future. You already make plans. You think, oh, hopefully symptoms don't get worse today. Hopefully I'm able to manage X, Y, Z. And so we are really easily caught up in this worries thoughts, in this future worries, in this what if thoughts and so on. And if we are able to slow down a little bit, and to slow down, I mean physically, to decide to do everything a little bit slower. And when we do this, this is also a feedback to the nervous system. Because as I said, when you are in fight or flight, you are a little bit speedy inside. So there is energies going on and you are in a rush and you are tired and wired at the same time, but also you can't calm down. And when you do things physically in a speedy manner, then this will give fuel to the fight or flight. And in other words, you respond in your old familiar way, and this keeps you in these states. And I don't say that if you slow down that you have results and success at once, not in the long run. You can have some glimpses and you can have some moments where you see, oh my God, I was so fast and I was able to slow down a little bit, and that was already a certain relief. But it's important to keep going, to take things slower a little bit. So when you're in your kitchen and you prepare a meal or something, just observe if your fight or flight and your body are kind of too fast, and if you're able to do slower movements. And even if it's just 10% less, that's already a huge win. And the second point I want to highlight here is to see that it's really a great exercise, if you want to call it exercise, to start to feel more. And what I mean by that is, for example, you take the shower and instead of being, as already described, being in the future, you are here. You feel the warm or hot water on your skin. You feel the soap on your skin. You're not in a rush with your shower. You enjoy it. These few minutes are something that you give to yourself as a little present. You just don't do it habitually with a busy mind. You're just here and you just feel the soap, you just feel the water. And this can change a lot. And then there are many, many other examples, because I gave the example of doing the dishes. You can do the dishes in a rush, habitually. Everything is just operating because you have done it for many, many years in your life before, and out of habit, you just do it with tense shoulders, maybe stiff arms, and you're not really there. You just do it automatically. But why not making a mindful happening out of it, so you really can see, can I have less tension while I do it? I feel my body while I'm doing it. I'm doing it slower. And then you have another mindful moment in your day. And so this is one of the things, and you will find many, many, many more examples. One of the examples I really like is when you are with someone else, either your partner or friend or even a stranger outside, and when you're together, that you slow down here too, and you can decide to listen to the person, and you can decide to give space to the person while you're listening, and this will give you space as well, because you're not already in your thoughts. And again, if we're in fight or flight or even freeze, we are really, the thoughts are really sticky. And so when we are able to give space to another person, and we really decide to listen to someone else, then our senses open up again. And the good thing about it is that you don't need specific times to exercise. This just can happen in any moment. And again, it's not about to being perfect in this and being present 24/7. It's not possible. It's an illusion. Yeah, we drift away with our thoughts and with our rumination, and especially when we have a chronic illness, especially when we are sensitized. And as long as we are sensitized, everything is exaggerated. And so this means all emotions, all thoughts, physical sensations are more intense. And therefore the medicine, the antidote is to slow down physically, come to more awareness to what you're doing in the moment. And I even go so far to say, even when you're suffering, even then you can be present. You can say, okay, I'm having a difficult day now, and there are some sensations in me, and I have these kind of thoughts. And even here I can decide to say, okay, I'm present as good as I can, and I'm allowing this difficult day or these difficult hours or even in difficult days, and I'll be present with them. And I really talk about to do it every now and then, not continuously, because if you try to be present in every moment and you have never practiced it before, it will overwhelm you again, because then you are aiming to be present and then you get fixed again and then you will tense up again. So the encouragement and the hint I'm giving here is to choose it in some moments, and especially when you recognize I'm in this high alert state, I'm I feel I'm in this fight or flight state, especially then to make the decision, okay, I'm here with what's here in this moment, and I do it as conscious as possible. And only these three examples I gave, just to start with them, could be a huge win over time already. And you will learn more about yourself and how do how you respond, and this can make a huge shift in you. And yeah, let me know what you think about it. What are your experiences? Also, if you practice this a little bit. And as I said, it's not a new thing, but when we are sensitized, we forget about the obvious, and this is a little reminder. And that's what I'm still doing. I'm reminding myself, because even when you are recovered or when you're much better, these old patterns are there. And especially when you reached a level where you almost felt normal, this is it's another pitfall, because you can easily go back to the old habits and say, okay, I'm pushing through, I'm doing it in an unhealthy speed, and so it's really about to keep practicing. And again, I'm too fast. All right, I'm stopping. I'm aware of my body in this moment. I can feel my toes on the floor. I can feel my legs. I can feel my hips. I can feel my entire body. And this is what I just described in the end, is just a way to come back to your body. Because when we are in fight or flight, we are not in our bodies, we are in our heads. Because why? Because the the brain tries to convince us that we are still in danger, that we are still in a dangerous situation. And intellectually, we already understood that this isn't true anymore. But when you're still in, there are still these patterns of responding. And when we are able to come back to the present, and this includes the body. And again, I can say, where are your feet right now while you're listening? Where are your legs right now? Where are your hips? Where's your back, your neck, your head, your arms? So you can collect these parts. So the mind was up here, and we collect them again, and then we are more whole again, even if it's just for a few seconds. But through repetition, the presence come back on this physical level, more trust in the body, more present in the body, more presence in what we are doing, and this leads to results. And the results are that symptoms come down, we come back into our body, we start to get back in the oh my goodness, parasympathetic mode. Sorry. And so this all helps us to find an anchor again, come back to ourselves, feel ourselves, and being more in alignment with the present moment and what's happening right now. And I really want to encourage you to remind this and practice this. And even if you do it 2, 3, 4 times a day, this is already a huge step, and you will see results. And if you do it a week or 2 weeks, you will recognize a huge shift in you. And even when you have setbacks or difficult moments, difficult hours or days, especially then the practice is so important, because you don't want to get caught up again by these old patterns, and you don't want to respond with, oh no, it's no, not again. We don't want to go down the rabbit holes, less often at least. And yeah, we want to see it in tendencies. Everything is happening in tendencies. But if you can change these patterns and can implement these tendencies, these new tendencies, this new presence, then you will succeed and you will see results, that's for sure. So this is it for today, and I hope that you can like to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, or yeah, give me a like, and also leave a comment when you have something to share, when you have further questions, or even when you have something to discuss, or just a positive feedback. Everything is welcome. And if you need some further help, you find um, more information on my webpage. And I have to admit right now that it's only in German, but when you click the link, you can any translator to have it in English. I have some technical issues for my webpage right now, so if you're curious and interested, you can get in touch. And I also offer a first half-hour talk or so to get to know each other, and you can describe your situation, and then we can work on a one-to-one, and let's see if I can support you on your journey if needed. And if not, I'm really wish you the very best. And as I said, there's lots of helpful content out there, and see you next time. Bye for now.